So the Canva Dream Lab tool is here and everyone is talking about it. But do you really know how to get the best out of it? In this video, I will be answering all of your questions about Dream Lab, and additionally, I will be explaining how to get the best out of it, even if you are new to such. So make sure you watch the video to the end so you don't miss out any important points. So I know the first question you can be asking is, where do I locate the Dream Lab? In Canva, when you open Canva, as you can see, this is my dashboard here. There are many ways you can locate the Dream Lab. So first, if you come on this left section, this is a Dream Lab. If you click on it, it's going to take you directly to Dream Lab. But if you don't have this icon here, because at the time of recording this video, some people they don't have it. If you don't have this icon here on the left section, still on this dashboard, you can just see where it says make me an image. You can click on it and it will still take you to Dream Lab. So you can either use this left section or the button I just showed you to get to Dream Lab. And now the next question you might be asking is this Dream Lab, since it is new, is it only for pro users? And I'm just going to answer by telling you no. This Dream Lab is available for pro users and also for free users. The difference just comes with the points, the credits that they give you. Because as you can see, this is my free account. As you can see, they say try Canva Pro here for 30 days. This is my free account. I just wanted to go into this account. I have a pro account, but I just wanted to go into this account to show you that you can do it for free. So as you can see, this is my account, and when you go here, this is Dream Lab. If you click on it, it's going to take me to Dream Lab. As you can see, this is it. But the difference comes now with the credits. As you can see, this is Canva free. You have just 12 credits. But in the Pro, you have 500 credits. So that's the only difference, and you can use everything that is here for free based on these credits. So as we are talking about the credits, I just want to explain to you how the credits they work. So if you generate an image, if you generate a single image, it's going to use you 1 credit. For example, I've just input this simple prompt here, and we are just going to click now on create to see what it creates for us. So when you click on create, it's going to generate you 4 different images, as you can see now, which is creating for us. So with that simple prompts, you can see these are images that it has created for us. And now if you go and you check on your credit, you can see that 1 credit has been used. So a single image that you create is going to take you 1 credit. So this was just a simple prompt. I just wanted to explain the credit section. Continue watching as I'm going to be explaining you how to get the best out of this using this Dream Lab tool. And again, as you can see, I've used the square format. But if you don't want to use this square format, there are many other formats that you can use, like the 16:9, the 9:16. There are many other ratios here that you can use. And another cool feature directly in this Dream Lab is that you can use any design that you created directly in your design. You can use it directly and you start designing. For example, this image. Now, if I want to download this image, I can just click here to download it, or this edit button, I can just click on the edit button and it's going to open now a new edit section where I can just start editing this, and it's going to open it up like this, where I can just start editing directly like this from here. As you can see, I can just start editing this image directly like this, which has been created from Dream Lab. So that's very cool. So I know now some of you who are new can be asking, what is Dream Lab used for, or how can I use Dream Lab? As you can see, this is a text to image generator, and to get the best out of this tool, you need a very good prompt. So don't worry if you are not a good prompt engineer. I am not also a good prompt engineer, but I know someone who can help us. Yes, you guessed it right. We are going to use ChatGPT to help us as our prompt engineer. But follow me closely, because you don't want to miss what I'm going to tell you. If you do it wrongly, it's not going to provide good results. So follow me closely. So in doing so, we are not here to invent the wheel. We are just here to use what is already working. So I just want you to look at these pictures. Anyone you admire to create something exactly like this, I want you to look at all of them. Anyone you admire to create something out of, I want you to use the prompt, and this is what we are going to be doing. First, we'll go to ChatGPT and we'll input this prompt. You are an experienced prompt engineer. I will provide you with a prompt as a guide. Then I want you to use this prompt and provide new prompts, but about different subjects. Do you understand? You click on enter. Yeah, ChatGPT say blah blah blah. You understand everything. Now, what I want you to do is come here where you see all these images. You can use the prompts which have been used to provide these images. Just come here to where it says use prompts, use, and this is the prompt which is provided. You copy it, you take it back to ChatGPT, and you paste it. Watch closely because ChatGPT is going to do an error here and we're going to correct it. So you see, once I've input the prompt, it has not even wait for me to give it the subject. It has gone ahead and provide me with another prompt here. That's not what I want. So we'll just go now and we say that. So you see, I just go now and say that no, I'm the one who is provide the subject, and now ChatGPT say, okay, you understand it. I should input the subject now. Based on what you want, you just go in and input anything there. So from the fly, we're just going to input. So as you can see now, based on that idea, I've just gone in now and asked ChatGPT to an African child holding a cat. And ChatGPT has given me this well elaborated prompt here that I'm just going to copy it now and use it in Dream Lab. I'm just going to copy it, then we'll go back to Dream Lab, then we'll paste it. I'll click on create. Well, I don't really know about you guys, but I can tell you that these pictures are really good. Yes, they are really good. They look so real. Yes, so you can see with that idea, this is how you can do to get the best out of Dream Lab by doing it as I've shown you. So just continue doing like that. If you're not a prompt engineer, there's no need, there's nothing holding you back. Just do it as I've showed you like this. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So that was the idea I wanted to share with you. That's the best way you can do to get the best out of Dream Lab. So these are some images I've been creating earlier by you using that style that we talked about earlier. So you can see this picture. Wow, this is AI generated. It's very clean. So talking about the style now, there are different styles here that you can use it. If you like, for example, I just input this very simple prompt now. Let's just try some few styles. You click on this smart that you have here. You're going to have the different styles that you can use. There are many of them. There are many of them that you can use. Let's just try one now and see. You see, based on that style that we input, this is what it has given us. So that's creative. That's creative. So that's Dream Lab. Just go ahead and start doing your designs. Alright, that was a video I wanted to share with you. See you in the next video. Stay creative.